The FFA Chapter Tribute is sponsored by Nationwide, the #1 farm insurer in the country. To register your FFA chapter, go to nationwidesupportsffa.com. That's nationwidesupportsffa.com. Nationwide, we stand for you. For our chapter tribute this weekend, Georgia is our destination. Trejo is our guest here, who is a student at the Abraham Baldwin College in that state that has a great reputation. Chelly, it's great to visit with you.
It's great to be here. Thanks for having me.
You are a sophomore this fall, I understand.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about your experience as an officer. You just recently retired as a state officer, and it was a little bit different because it was a time of pandemic, of course.
Yeah, totally. So serving as a state officer, it really pushes you to develop those potentials for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success that's mentioned in our motto. But as far as the state officer year, even though we were faced with the challenges of COVID, my team was pushed to persevere through that. And our state theme was actually Rise Above. And this was a reoccurring theme for our team and just constantly pushing us to know that we can rise above. And whether that was virtual chapter visits, meeting with industry leaders, such as we're meeting now over Zoom, or just other typical ways that you have to think outside of the box in order to push and still serve the students across our state.
Perseverance is an important lesson to learn. You want to go into ag education, I understand.
Yes, sir, indeed.
You would like to teach someday? What has drawn you to that career?
What's drawn me to agriculture education was actually my two ag teachers that I had in high school. So I had no agricultural background or experience, or so I thought, until I entered the ag classroom. And it was through the FFA and the SAE, as well as the classroom itself, which are the three-ring model of agricultural education, that allowed me to see that ag ed is something completely different compared to those classrooms such as English or math. Not downing on those classrooms, but it just really pushes a student to go outside of their comfort zone and develop and see who they truly are and how they can make an impact, not only in their career or work choice, but in the world as a whole, because the agriculture industry does that.
Great educators have a way of bringing out the best in students, to be sure, and I'm sure you will. Crawford County is where you are, right? In our few remaining seconds, tell us about it.
Crawford County is a very small town. We have a population of about 2,000 and we have 2 red lights. So everybody knows everybody, and the ag portion of Crawford County is very well known and very well supported. I love being from the small town that I am.
Don't we all? I think who grew up in a small town appreciate those values so much. Chelly, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for joining us this weekend.
Thanks for having me.
Chelly Trejo, a recently retired state officer in the Georgia FFA organization.